Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, 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 hello. I just out. I wanted to go live because I have to finish the Nintendo CPU. And I don't really have time to do it this afternoon because I have a family arrangement thingamabob. Well, just something that we have to do and crack on with. So I thought, you know what? We're just going to try and finish the Nintendo Switch and hopefully get that up and running and be done with it. And then I might even potentially be able to use this for a video for Wednesday as well. So working smart, not hard. I haven't touched it since last night. I actually had dinner, had family time, and then cracked on as such. So, and then this morning I played a little bit of squash. And now it's time to carry on with that repair. Welcome, guys. My sleep was good. Yep, my sleep was very good last night. Oh, no, sorry. Actually, whoa. No, my sleep last night was awful. My sleep last night was horrendous. So bad. I don't know why. I woke up this morning. I said to my missus, I had such a bad sleep last night. My little girl was fine. Baby JDT was all good. It was just, I couldn't switch off. You know, one of them ones where you just lay down on a pillow like this. And you just can't switch off. That happened last night. Yeah, still the banana board. Yeah, you got it. All good though, because I'm very grateful. I usually sleep pretty well. So is what it is. One in, the thousands or whatever it is. No dramas. We're all good. How are you guys doing today? Is everyone okay? I'm probably not going to be able to hang around for too long, so a lot of people will be happy to know that we're just going to crack on. A lot of people will be happy to know that we are just going to crack on today. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me turn all my stuff on. I hope you guys are well today. AD, welcome. Hugh, Gary, Hugo, Animal, Chuffin, Layu, Bodge, Deluxe, Kiki, MS Blind, hello, Wheaty. Good morning, my friends. Deluxe, welcome. Hey, Morsi, welcome. How are you? Sakita, ZZ Thunder. Yeah, we're a bit early today. We just need to crack on with this. Now, as far as I'm aware, we did have one ball that was a little bit smaller, right, than when we finished up. And I finished exactly that. I haven't touched this. So I do need to kind of get back on that. And I'm going to have a look at this ball. So in terms of the actual PCB, we're looking really good. We're looking really clean. We are ready to drop the CPU on. We have one pad up here, which is a ground pad. All good. Doesn't necessarily matter too much. But every other pad is looking really sharp, crystal clear, looking strong. Thank goodness. This board is a banana. It is a bent board. Hence why we've actually had to, and it's a free repair, FYI. Oh my goodness. Can I see it? Let me have a look. Let's go in here and have a look. Oh my, give me a twist and a twirl. Turn around. Oh my goodness. Do you like it? Is it comfy? How comfy? That much. You went to the shoppies? Okay. It's beautiful. I love it. As long as you love it, my girl. It's a huge dressing. It's a huge dressing gown. Like my one. You're right. Mini JDT has her first ever dressing gown. So yeah, it is out of focus. Sorry, I was just dealing with Mini JDT. So yeah, as you can see, all the pads and everything are all good. The only thing that I have to deal with is one ball on the APU. Every other ball seems to be okay. There is one though, I think, top left. Yeah, can you see it's just a little bit smaller and it's up here. So I don't want to add a +3 to this. I don't really want to add a plus anything. I think though, however, do you know what? Actually, the best thing to do here is going to be a wick, isn't it? I think best thing to do here is going to be a wick. So let's wick it. And then I can just plant a 0.3 on. Sorry, 0.4. Chat, we went 0.4, right? yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think we did. Where's my nice tweezers as well? I like those new tweezers. They were good. Cool. Where's my wick diddy wick? Same corner. Yeah. If you would start repairing today, would you recommend to try Switches or PS5's? Neither. Nintendo DS Lites. Yeah, it was 0.4 yesterday. Mub, welcome. How are you? Yeah, yesterday was a crazy day. You guys were chucking around bits yesterday like it was nothing. Couldn't believe it. We had some serious alerts happening as well. It was nuts. Yesterday was crazy. I've got a bunch more free repairs to do, by the way. So we will I will see exactly what we can do with those. I received quite a few recently. Oh, roast dinner was good. Yeah. Zern, welcome. How are you? Yeah, the roast dinner I had yesterday was really, really good. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, so for the first time in a while, we had like an actual chicken. Sant, welcome. We had an actual chicken. I know that sounds really stupid. You'd be like, what? Joe, what are you talking about? As in, we usually have like chicken breast or some form of chicken that has been prepared, whereas yesterday it was like a whole chicken just roasted, and it was really, really good. And then for lunch, I've got some leftover chicken. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Right, where are these 0.4s? Oh, I think that's a 0.4 on the mat from yesterday. Make sure that's nice and dry. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a 0.4. If it's not a 0.4, I will cry. Yeah, chat, that's a 0.4. Nice. I don't know if that's flux or IPA. I mean, it's gone on to position, so let's see what we can do. I haven't put any pictures up yet, but used the tip show he's gave me for the pizza, and the whole family agreed it was the best pizza yet. Let's go, Garbage. Yes. Did it make sense, though? So, welcome. Guys, listen. Whoa. This isn't even a scheduled stream. 500 bits coming in from Tad. Thank you very much, Tad. I appreciate you. No need to do that, though. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Garbage, well done. Well done. How did it feel? Like, how did the pizza feel? Was it easier to work with, etc.? Was it easier to work with? Well done, mate. I'm proud of you. Because all you had to do is leave it a little bit longer, right? So much sense. Cut the yeast in half. First rise 2 hours, second rise 2 hours, and didn't feel like it was resting the whole time. Good man. Good man, well done. Let's get some flux on here. All right, we're ready to go. This chip is finally ready to go onto the motherboard. Thank goodness. It's been a while. I don't know how many hours that took us yesterday, chat. It was a long time though, hey? It took us a long time yesterday. It's pretty much the whole stream. Double A, welcome. How are you? I'm just warming up the chips. I'll put it on 200 degrees, and what I'm going to do is just clean up the flux that I've got that's on the IC. 200 degrees, get rid of all that dirt. And hopefully get rid of all the little fibres that we see in between. Yeah, stencil was a pain for me. You're right. Stencil was a pain. Gary, welcome, buddy. Still a bit hot. Cool. This chip is ready. This chip is ready to go back home. It's a nerve-wracking one. Where is the cable for... Where's my 2-pin, huh? Where's my 2-pin cable? I had it plugged into this, and now it's not anywhere. Why? Where's it gone? What? There's nowhere it's fallen down back, is there? Well, it doesn't seem to be there. And it's definitely not on the desk. This whole situation needs a clean. This whole situation. It must have fallen down the back, which doesn't make sense. I'm so confused. Nothing was snagged. I didn't even set my desk last night. Jubbly bubbly. Let me just see if it did fall down. Yeah, it did. Wow. That's not done that in a very long time. Oh my goodness. Nope. I have to kind of like nestle it in between all of the wires and hopefully it just snags on one of them. Nope. Wait, let me pull it down and get it out of there. And then push. Big push. That's it. Go on then. This one is up. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Is it up here? Is it up here? Where is it? What? I got it. Yeah, nice one, Joey. Okay. So we're going to go full 120 again. You looking for your marbles? Yeah. Oh no, I lost those ages ago, mate. I lost my marbles ages ago. All right. Moment of truth. Right. So my hot air is going to go to, we're going to whack it on, what did I put it to yesterday, guys? I want to say 380. No, I'm going to go, oh man. I'll go 370 and I'm going to go 60% airflow, I think. And then we'll go flux and stuff and whatnot. I'm just waiting for the board heater to heat up. Paul Daniels, welcome. How are you, my friend? Reballing the SoC? Yes. Yeah, I was reballing the SoC yesterday for a FreeRepair in the hopes that it makes it work. Pressure downwards on the APU was making it work, and therefore it needed an entire reball. Not a very straight cut sort of repair, but I'm really hoping that this resolves it. I really hope. If not, it needed to happen because it didn't work without it. So it needed to happen, you know. If it doesn't work, it is what it is. We tried our best. That's all I can tell myself, right, guys? Am I right? Welcome, peeps. It's currently on 100 degrees. I'm just waiting for it to get up to 120. How are you, Paul? Building USB-C meters today. Need to do some software. FlexBV work. Nice, nice, nice. Pad on the board looks damaged. Yeah. There's a ground pad down here that is damaged. It's ground though. Riley, welcome. Yep, APU fun. Exactly. I'm using a board. When I say board heater, Paul, it's not an actual board heater. It's a, you know, like the blue mats for the iPads, etc. I'm using one of those and putting that to 120 because it seems to help massively. I don't know why I've not done it before. You know. I don't know why I've not done it before. Riley Arafel, welcome. I use them a lot myself. They help a lot. Yeah, I don't know why I've never done it. I don't know why I've never used this to like just heat the board. I could use it with PS5s. I could use it. Xbox Series X's, it would work really, really well. $6:52 for you right now? No, mate. It's 11:52 in the morning. Wiggy, welcome. How are you? Right, so we're up to 120. I'm just going to play some flux now. Not too much. And spread that out with cotton swab. Tiny bit more. Okay, we're ready for launch. Pin 1 is up here, I believe. I believe there is good. If I take this board for reference, because that seemed to fit nicely. That looks good, hey? Perfect. That's in place. All right, we're going to go, I'm going to go I'm actually going to put it down a little bit to 360 from the top. We've got 120 from the bottom, so the 360 should be enough. We've got 60% airflow. Here we go. And I will aim to give this a little bit of a nudge. I still need to replace the port on this, by the way. If this works, I need to replace the port. Let's go. That's it. Right, off on the heat. Did you guys see, I don't know because the hot air gun was over the top of it, but did you guys see any movement there when I was poking it with the tweezers or not? I don't know if you guys had a chance to actually see. There was small movement. Oh, did you see it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't actually get a chance myself. So I'm just going to move that off the heat mat now. It did move. Oh, okay, cool. Perfect. That's what I wanted. I wanted a little tiny. And you know, like, one of the biggest things, I guess, when it comes to those sorts of jobs, personally, for me, one of the biggest things is that I used to inundate the chip with flux, man. I used to use so much flux, and PLD will be really happy to hear this because I feel like he shares the same values in the and similarities in terms of how much flux to actually be used. You don't need to use that much flux. I feel like, especially in those scenarios, like, A, it's a mess to clean up. B, I think it actually adds more detriment to the job. So, like, if you add more flux, it can actually cause the chip to move and bobble around a bunch. So yeah, I feel like not using flux as much is key. Sometimes you'll need to use more than others. You'll need to use more than other bits of flux. But I feel like that went well. I've started out with less is more, 100%. And that's definitely try and learn with that in mind. Yeah, I used to use a lot of flux. Yeah, because flux was your friend. Flux is still your friend, but just a lot less, you know. Hey, yo! This isn't beating my high score. I hope the roasting was good. My invite must have got lost. How you doing, Gibbs? You okay? Have you been playing? Are you playing anymore? Bet you have. Mate, I'm really struggling to see how you got 15k. I'm really struggling to see how you got 15k. I feel like there was some cheating going on or something. Yeah. A Lewis Rossman amount of flux, true. I really hope this works for the person that I'm doing this repair for, man. I really, really hope this works. There's no flux to clean up around here as well. It's beautiful. Guys, this is a big moment of truth, FYI. This is a really, really big moment of truth. Oh, God. I'm actually quite nervous. What do we do? Do we just go whole hog? Yeah, got to unlock all the items and weapons. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. Is this first APU you've done? No, it's not the first APU I've done. I've done a lot of APUs, but I've always struggled with them because they're not something that I practice a lot. You know, if I was doing APUs daily, it's something that I'd be able to get down. But because they're very few and far between as to actually being the issue with most of the fixes I get that are now free repairs, especially, I don't have the opportunity to do them. And you know, I really struggled with the reball yesterday. You guys saw it, you know, clearly on stream. I wasn't getting it right with the paste, and I didn't dry out the paste. That could be probably the worst thing. I didn't dry out the paste. I didn't take my own advice of drying out the paste, which is really bad. So that probably didn't help. As well as the fact that I then tried to reball, and that also, when I was putting actual balls onto it, wasn't great. Wheaty gifted a sub to Gibbs. Thank you very much, Wheaty. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you, my friend. 847 total Twitch subscribers. Close to that 1K. I can't believe it. I never thought I'd be seeing numbers like this again, considering now, guys, by the way, I have been doing this nearly full-time for 2 years now. Nearly. Come January, I've been doing this full-time for 2 years. The fact I'm still hovering around this number is insane. It's absolutely nuts. So thank you. I really appreciate that. I remember your early videos. You were using Flux, but yeah. I was. I liked your 3070. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's because you had a roast dinner in the background. Yeah. Do you know what? I was saying as well, it's the first time in a very long time that we actually had a roast chicken. So usually we have like chicken breast that we buy in bulk or whatever. It was the first time yesterday we had a roast chicken. It tastes so good because I'm so used to chicken breast that when I had the chicken yesterday, it was so tender and tasty, and I had stuffing with gravy, and I had a little bit of, do you know what? I had mint sauce. Roast me all you want, chat. I had mint sauce with my chicken. Usually I have mint sauce with that. I had mint sauce with my chicken. Loads of roast potatoes, good veg in the gravy. Do you know what we had? Onion bits, because the missus put some veg in the gravy as well. So it's like that onion. It was so good. Yeah, it was amazing. Oh, no, no dessert. No dessert. I mean, my dessert was chocolate digestive biscuits. My dessert was chocolate digestive biscuits for the win. Onion gravy. Yep, 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 yep. Honestly, Mrs. JDT went all out yesterday. Do you know what as well? Right, I'm just going to bear this in mind. You have to bear this in mind. Yeah, of course we had Yorkshire puddings and we had two Yorkshire puddings. Mrs. JDT is currently looking after a 3-year-old and a 4-month-old. Okay? And she had a roast dinner ready for me when I finished work. Can we get a round of applause for Mrs. JDT in the chat? That is absolutely incredible. I had no idea she was going to make the roast until that morning. She said, I went out and I'm going to make a roast dinner. I said, what? Because usually it's quite stressful making a roast dinner, right? A hype train started in your channel. Why is the hype train late? Nobody done anything. And a hype train came through. What? 4 minutes 40 on the clock, level 1 hype train, 31%. Crazy. No, she doesn't do repairs, so no, she doesn't. She stays as far away as she can. She stays very far away from repairs. Okay, so this is, I can't believe this is it. After hours and hours of working on this yesterday, it all boils down to this. And there's going to be a lot of people in the US who are flaming me or going to be flaming me when they wake up. Because I'm doing this now. Unfortunately, I've got plans later that I can't move. So this is why I'm streaming at this time. I know it's a bit ridiculous. But great turnout, by the way. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. Very, very good turnout. It's not my usual time of stream. But yeah, unfortunately, I had to do it at this time. I mean, I'd love to be streaming at this time as well. I'd love to stream all the time. So what I'm looking for this to do, essentially, is turn on shock. So I'm just going to put the EMMC on. And I'll put two screws in. I'm just looking for this. If this turns on, I'll be gobsmacked, by the way. I'll be so gobsmacked. I'm going to put the replacement battery on as well. I'm not looking for a charge because, again, I need to change out the charging port. But this battery has juice in. This Nintendo Switch battery has juice in. Do we still have the poll open from yesterday, the prediction? I do. I was going to run another one, but I can't do that until I fix this, hey? Or attempt to fix this. I still have the poll open from yesterday. Guys, I'll ask in chat then. One chat. YouTube, Twitch. Here we go. Is it going to work, yes or no, chat? Is it going to work? You guys know how bent this was. If you don't know how bent this was, have a look at the VOD yesterday. It was bent. Have we done enough to have this work? Look at the chassis, man. Look. Look how bent this was. Look. That's a banana, man. When did they release the Switch banana? Anyone know? I don't remember that model. Finally, a stream I can view and say, yo, Myth, welcome. Hello. Yes, Belfry, yeah, it's a mangled console, correct. All right. Moment of truth. Guys, thank you for the hype train as well. I appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you. Considering this is not a scheduled stream. %, 1 minute 30 on the clock, level 1. Here we go. Backlight, power, cable, because I'm not going to plug in the charger. And the LCD. It's weird seeing Joey's hands. Yeah, I know. Could be a hand model. Really, chat? To be fair, I need to cut my nails again soon. I don't like the cutting on my nails, man. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, man! Come on now! You know what time it is? Repair time! Let's go! Yes, man! I can't touch or anything. Okay, I forgot the battery was plugged in like that. I mean, that's one way to turn off a Nintendo Switch. Let's go, chat! Now I need to change the charging port. All right. Well, I'm super happy. I'm super happy that we managed to get the APU to do its thing. Which I think, guys, technically I can give people their points now to say that it was a fix. I think that counts, right? For the length of the stuff what I went through, that was a fix. So I'm going to confirm a fix. Now what I need to do is replace the charging port and get all of that stuff sorted, and then I can maybe give this a little run for testing purposes. But wow, this is going to take me so long to edit as a video as well. That's all I'm thinking in my head. It's like, oh wow, so this is going to span across 2 streams. And for one of the streams, I was literally head down just reballing a bunch of things. It's going to be a nightmare to edit. It's going to be so long. But at least I'm then going to have a nice video for Wednesday. I'm still looking to buy devices and whatnot, guys, for profit or loss. However, eBay is looking so bad right now. So bad. The gloves are back, thank God. Wow, this person's going to be happy, man. This person's going to be happy. So just for full transparency, for people who have no idea what on earth I'm doing / what's going on, this Nintendo Switch was taken to a repair shop, supposedly anyway. Again, I've had there's been a couple of people who have actually questioned the authenticity of some people getting in contact with me, and I don't want to ask people for receipts when they go to a repair shop. I don't want to have to. It's the same board, Ben. I don't want to have to ask those questions. You know, I don't have time to do full due diligence on whether somebody's actually taken a console to a repair shop or not. People get in touch with me. This is what they raised a request for. I have to kind of take their word for it. This was taken to a repair shop, and they done some numbers on this. I'll tell you that. They done some numbers on this. Where's my little trowel? That's for something else. Where's my little trowel gone? Oh, that was so nice to see. That really was lovely to see, honestly. To get this on before, just as an FYI, to get this console on, I had to push down on the APU. That's what I had to do. So the fact now that I don't have to do that and it just turns on, lovely jubbly. But that doesn't mean we're out of the water yet. I need to replace the charging port, and I swear if I lift this up and there's broken traces, there will be a war. Yep. I'm just putting the clips back. There we go, cool. So that APU should be all good. The Real Someone, thank you very much for the follow. Belfry, thank you very much for the follow as well. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the hype train as well. Right, let's see. Oh, do you know what as well? I'm actually quite nervous about the charging port. And the reason I'm nervous about the charging port is because the board is bent. And I remember the last time that I had a charging port where the board is bent, sometimes the pins don't sit down properly. As you can imagine, the reason why is because the board is bent. So I don't know how this one's going to go, to be honest. All we can do is try our best, hey? Cool. What's the paste you're using? I'm using MX4 thermal pasta. I need to order some more charging ports, actually, you know. Switch charging ports. Last time I ordered some was probably about over a year ago. Easily over a year ago. I rarely use them. Oh, it's not even that I rarely use them. I just buy them in such bulk. You know? I'm just tinning a charging port now. So yeah, I don't know if it's all going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy daisies, you know? For all I know, this could all go wrong just from this. Couldn't it? I don't want that to be the case. The first thing we had to do with this was change out P13 USB, which got rid of our short, but then the console didn't turn on, and it went straight to 500 milliamps. One good thing to note, guys, is that 500 milliamps could be APU related now. Hey, I said that anyway. I said it was going to be APU related, but I didn't actually know it was because of broken solder, bad pads. I didn't know that. So maybe if we get 500 going forward, we can use that as practice. I'm pretty sure as well this solder is low melt from what we found yesterday. This solder is low melt. Watch this. Watch how quickly this. Let me go to 400. Let me go to 400. Let me show you how quickly this melts. Yo, JDOS, welcome from Australia. Maybe there's a couple of Australians here. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Because it's a bit earlier than usual. So I'm at 400 degrees Celsius, 50% airflow. And let's see how quickly this melts. To be fair, I'll be 100% frank and honest with you. Not as quick as I thought it would. So, not bad. Do we have any rip traces? Right, that's all molten now. Here we go. We're going for the removal. Any rip pads? Still not coming up properly right there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. No rip pads. I do not believe it. I would say, however, lack of solder. Yeah, the previous port was just hanging on for dear life. So what I'm going to do now is come in with some wick. And wickety wick this solder out and use my solder. Wow, 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 thus. Go for the toughest bit first. Oh, I didn't buy a solder sucker. Oh no. Guys, do you remember I had the silicon issue? I can't believe I forgot to buy a solder sucker or the silicon for it. Man. That's not good. I was meant to buy the silicon for my solder sucker because I ran out of it. I couldn't find it. I lost it, sorry. I don't believe it. That's not good, by the way. Because I haven't got a solder sucker to clear these holes. Hello.
For the goat of tech.
Thank you very much.
Awesome job you
Michael,
do.
I appreciate you. You're an absolute legend. Thank you, my friend. £7.44 coming in. Thank you, my guy. I really, really appreciate the support, mate. Thank you. Just putting some heat back into the board. Okay, that isn't coming out. This solder here. That's a good thing. Joey, why is it a good thing? Because it means that I can just add my leaded to it and it will mix nicely, and it's strong. The reason I wanted to remove this is because I thought it was quite weak, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Look, if I'm trying to get that solder out, it's not coming out. I like it. Right, let's clean it up. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about clearing it out. I just thought it was rubbish solder. That's the only reason why I was that I wanted to clear it out, is because I thought it was bad solder. But to be honest with you, it seems to be okay. So all I'm going to do now is just add my leaded to it and mix it. I'll use a bunch of flux here because I'll clean that up. Hello, Vatarax. Thank you very much, mate, for the Prime subscription. I appreciate you. Don't be silly, Michael. It's okay. It's not a requirement to donate. You know, this is just. It's a feature that's available to people if they do want to support the channel further than just viewing. They can do so. All right. So please never apologize about not being able to donate more. Okay, it's a little bit silly. I appreciate what you do, honestly. Just people watching is more than enough. Wheaty, coming in with a gifted sub to Michael. Thank you. I appreciate that, Wheaty. It's very kind of you. Thank you, my friend. 850 total Twitch subscribers now. Lord Erglove. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Jazz, welcome. Finally caught alive. Welcome. Good to have you here, mate. Okay. So what we're going to do now is come in with some flux. Not too much. Cool. And then we get our new port. And we're going to place it on. Now, if this doesn't sit flat, it could be, again, because of the fact the board is bent. So we'll see what happens, all right? Let's see what we can do. Can we work some magic? At least. So 450 degrees Celsius, 50% airflow, because I'm not mucking around there. Just want to get it on, done and dusted. It's that top right one. I need that to go. It's the most important one. There it goes. Perfect. Yeah, this board is just... I said it 1,000 times. I'll say it one more. It's very bent. So it's going to be very, very difficult to get all these pins on. I'm going to try my best. Quick clean. Whilst it's nice and warm. Right. Success, guys, or not? What do you think? It's going to work? They look good. They look good. They look good. They look good. Does that mean that the ones underneath are 100% good? Absolutely not. Just because these ones look okay. They do look good though. The back could just do with a tiny, 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 tiny cleanup. Like I said, this has had P13 removed as well. Replaced. It had bridges and all sorts. Oh wow, that one's stuck up right there. Stuck up, sorry. Look. Okay, good. That's how we're looking from the back as well. Nice clean job on the front. Really strong, healthy looking port. Right. Let's see if this is going to charge. Have I plugged PLD's meter in? Because I'm having issues with the USB hub at the moment, aren't I? So where is it? So here's the meter. Meter's plugged in, I know it is. So I'm going to have to plug it into my PC. Stretch her over it. Cool. Load up the software. There we go. You're going to try and bend the chassis back into shape? Absolutely not. No, no, no. This is going to go back exactly how it is, as long as it works. We've performed a couple of nice fixes on this device, and I'm hoping the person who sent it to me just gets, even if they get a couple months of life out of it, job done, you know. Obviously I want more, but beggars can't be choosers and whatnot. The fact that we managed to get it up and running and working is a huge bonus for me personally. I'm saying that as if it's going to work now. Reason for repairing so many internet. I enjoy repairing them. Okay. I will put the fan in, because I know that the device works. I'm pretty confident the charging port is also going to work. We might have an issue with docking though, because of the state of P13. And I'm talking about maybe the resistors around it and all the other good bits. I should have probably checked that before I put this back in. But by some miracle, maybe everything's okay, because there was a lot of stuff shorted around P13 USB, but we'll see. All right. Here we go. You guys ready? 3. Please charge. 2. 1. 15 volts. 120. Just give me a display. Cool. Okay. So this battery is obviously 120 milliamps. It's pretty flat. So I just need to wait now. But that's good. I mean, it charges one way. It's most certainly going to be able to charge the other way now as well. But I will confirm that in a second. Wow, wow, wow. Whoa. Hey, Mira, don't worry about it, mate. It's okay. Don't have to apologise that you're late. You're not even late. I mean, it's not a planned stream, mate. It's not a planned stream. It's completely random. How are we, guys? Let me just have a look and get some background music on, shall we? Why not? Just trying to find... where is it? Do. Well, that's not what I wanted. That is hum. Is this a no fun garage fun stream? So what causes the board to bend in the first place, Joey? I don't know. And I am a little bit, and I'll be honest, I am a little bit skeptical of this one, in the sense that apparently the person sent it to a repair shop and I'll tell you why I'm skeptical. They sent it to a repair shop. Cool. They said that the console was working when they got it back from the repair shop for a little bit before it then all of a sudden stopped working. Now, if you saw the stream yesterday, the state of this console was a joke. The state of this console yesterday was disgusting. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That would be much appreciated. Only if you're enjoying it, though. Let me view the stream from yesterday. Look at this. Let me show you, because if people aren't here, they're not going to be able to find the stream or something. So, the actual Switch itself, when we took it apart, I mean, it had screws in the wrong places, as you can see here. I was talking about it. And then, if we go over to the microscope after we've taken it apart and we've got the motherboard. Oh yeah, we had some crazy bit train stuff going on yesterday as well, didn't we? Yeah, there's a walk. Yeah, we had that. There was a little bit of copper that was in the battery terminal. And then if I check the... If you look at the port here, look, there was just some bits in between. It was just messy. It was just a little bit weird. So the Switch was no power. And then if we fast forward, this is what P13 USB looked like. You ready for this? You ready for the grand reveal? I said in the thing, I was like, I know why P13's not working. I know why the Switch isn't working. That is why it's not working. We had a bridge here. This component here was like kissing this one for some reason. This cap was shorted to this cap, and P13 USB was not sat down on the board properly at all. So that is the reason why this Nintendo Switch wasn't working. Now, apparently, this came back from the shop like this, and it worked for a period of time. Now, if I look at P13, if I look at M92T36, the P13 USB cap, which is here, was shorted, which would affect the charging. The only thing I can think of, right, and this is the only logical thing I can think of. What I potentially think happened with this repair is, let's say they're 100% telling the truth and they took it to a shop. That shop done the work, and again, just for reference, oh, did I close it? You buffoon. Yo, Lurkalot, coming in with a sub. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. Oh, wait. Sorry. Wait, what? Yeah, Lurkalot coming in with a prime for 10 months in a row. Sorry, it took a while to update. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. It's very, very kind. 852 total Twitch subscribers. Thank you. So, yeah, P13 USB down here was shorted. And then if we look at P13 USB, it was just an absolute state initially. Like that. So we got the short there. We've got the short on these caps here. We've got this component trying to hug this one. The only logical reasoning that I have is P13, when that cap is shorted, which is this big cap here, by the looks of it, probably shorted to this cap, around M92T36, I don't think that's required for the device to actually turn on. So I think what might have happened, the only logical thing I can think of is that they got it back from the shop. The console actually turned on and worked for a period of time whilst it had juice in the battery. Maybe it was on 100% charge before they carried out the repair or something like that, or 80-90%. They got the device back and it worked okay, but the picture obviously wouldn't work, which is what they said. There was no display on the screen still after doing the repair. They got their money back from the shop, and then somebody has bent the Nintendo Switch, and that is what's caused the actual no power. That's what I think has happened. I think they're not telling their parents something and they sat on the device or something like that and it's come to me. That's what I think. I think they've sat on the Switch. Yeah. I mean, that repair is a very expensive repair. So the only time, if I was working in a repair shop or if I had my own like repair as a service business, and that was the situation where I was like, look, it's going to need a rebuild underneath the APU. You saw it took me a while yesterday, right? The cost of this repair, I think you'd comfortably be able to charge anywhere, even in the region of around about £150, I think, as a minimum, because of how long it takes to rebuild and the skill that's actually required to do the repair. Now, a lot of people wouldn't pay £150 for a repair for their console. However, if data's involved, where they've got save data on their console that they've spent years getting, that is where you might actually have some people pay that money for the repair. Some people might pay that £150 because it's still cheaper than a brand new Nintendo Switch. But it costs a lot of money for the repair because it takes so long to do. And I mean, don't get me wrong, even if it doesn't take necessarily too long to do and you're able to get your skill level up and you can do that repair in a shorter period of time, it's still a very valuable repair. It should still be expensive in my opinion because of the skill level required to complete the repair. If I was able to do that APU rebuild and have it back on the console, you know, within 45 minutes or so, you could still charge good money for that repair. We're on 240 milliamps right now. Yo, Sean, welcome. How are you? Magnum, hello. I still have yet to come across a Switch with P13 issues. Usually just get charge port M92 jobs. That repair looked like a headache, not going to lie. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So that's the sort of cost that you're looking at for a repair like this, I think. Plus, you had the port. Plus, you had P13 USB. So, I mean, if you're taking into consideration the part for P13, the chip, if you were to put the cost on that, and the port, it's not very expensive. But again, the time spent doing it. Chris, how much do you charge for a port or M92 job? Easy repair, it just takes time, not really any skill. I think you're way in over your head, Big Joe, my friend. Charging £150 would be a rip-off? In your opinion. In your opinion. That's you, and you're allowed to have your opinion. That's no problem at all, by the way. Layu says, I charge €200. Why would they take it into a mobile repair shop instead of someone that does repairs on consoles? They might have not had the, they might have not been that lucky to have a repair shop. I feel like, Big Joe, you saying you do it every day, it takes a lot of skill. Either you don't give yourself enough credit. I feel like it's very unfair for you to say that doing an APU rebuild on a Nintendo Switch is no skill. That's a ridiculous statement in my opinion. And that's my opinion. Jonathan, welcome. How are you? Despite the time and difficulty, the satisfaction you must get from these repairs is insane. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice to save something from going in the bin, ultimately. Exactly that, yeah. The skill is in the diagnostics, not the repair. I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. Goose Fat, good night, my friend. I'm just waiting for this to turn on. Both are skill, yes. Yeah, both are skills, absolutely. The dexterity required to actually even take apart a Nintendo Switch is a skill. I'm just saying that now. Taking apart an iPhone is a skill. Putting it back together is a skill. For someone to just turn around and say it's not a skill, it's crazy. AliExpress order just arrived. They're going to attempt my first VRAM rebuild right now. Wish me luck. Lovely jubbly. What did you get, Chuffin? Have you ever repaired a Sony PSP? I might buy one soon. I did a video on a PSP, guys, didn't I? I think it was for a, I don't know if it was for a profit or loss or not. I can't remember. But I think it was just a battery change. So technically, swapping the battery, does it count as a repair? It wasn't working. It then is. But I can't remember if I fixed it fully or not. I can't remember. I would trust myself opening up and fixing anything. Exactly, yeah, it all depends. Put balls on pads, not hard at all. Okay, Big Joe. Thermal hand warmers arrived with power break. Finally, the rest of my streaming setup gets delivered today, so it'll most likely be my first streaming day. Let's go, Lai. Good luck. I think you may be potentially underestimating how long it takes to get everything set up. But I wish you nothing but the best, my friend. Some reball stencils and solder paste. Lovely jubbly. You can learn how to fault find and diagnose electronics watching videos, but soldering, reballing, actually doing the repairs is a whole different skill. It takes a ton of practice. Absolutely. When you've screwed a lot of repairs over the years, you know skill when you see it. True. Yep. Just taking a PS5 apart is a skill with all them screws. Just remember when they go back. I agree. I honestly agree. And that's why I tell people a lot of the time, like, if you don't have access to all of this stuff, just get yourself a screwdriver set, take things apart and put them back together, because it is a skill. Even that feeling of removing ribbon cables. I talked about this in one of my recent videos. The skill of like removing ribbon cables and putting them back without ripping them, tearing them, or getting the feel for screws and the tactileness. I don't know if tactileness is a word, but that feeling that you get, you know, over tightening, under tightening, like you need to get it just right, finger tight. All of that is a skill and it takes practice. After some looking around, I found a place I could order a new battery for around about $38. Nice. What's that for, Akuna? Graham, my guy, welcome. We're hopefully just about to witness this Nintendo Switch turning on, I hope. Watching Joe do a HDMI port, thinking I have it dialed and then doing it for the first time. Yeah, my skill. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think if Russ can attend with that as well. Russ, I don't know if Russ is in here. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen him this morning, but it's also, I mean, he's usually in here at 2 p.m. when I start my stream, and at that time it's like 5 a.m. So it's probably around about 3 o'clock right now for him. But yeah, Russ can attend to that. Like, it's just it looks a lot easier than what it is, and I really try and make it a job so that it doesn't look as easy as what it does. But I think obviously when I practice and when I do this often enough, it's going to look easier than what it would. But for anybody who thinks that it doesn't take skill, I would just simply advise them to try a HDMI port replacement with no experience and see how they go on. Yeah, we are early demo. I'm just waiting for this Nintendo Switch to turn on. Oh, I've got to check timings actually. Oh, did I put my phone in charge? I didn't. 1:20. Right, I've got a little bit of time. Let me plug... Oh, I can't plug my phone into charge. I'm a mechanic. Go from smashing lower arms with a hammer to swapping delicate ports and changing chips. Can't imagine trying to reboot at the moment. Looks like you need to be very skilled to get it right. That's really interesting, Clifford, that you're a mechanic. Go from smashing lower arms with a hammer to swapping delicate ports. I love that. Is your Twitch channel quiet? There's no overlay in the left. Oh, it's only because I don't have face cam on. So I have face. There we go. So you can now see the overlay, and when people speak, it will update. Learning at the moment, this thing is not easy, but I love to learn it. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. Please don't go into this thinking it's easy. Please, please, please. Because I promise you'll end up quitting. If you go into this thinking that it's easy, I'll give you a day. If that. Maybe a couple of hours. If you go in thinking it's easy. If you go in thinking, right, I'm in for it. I'm in for the long haul. And, you know, I'll see if I enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, it is what it is. You know, and you give this thing a try. You're much more likely to succeed. I don't think that just goes for repairs, by the way. I think it's more so just anything in life. Don't like underestimate things. Gabrielle, good afternoon. Here we go. Nintendo Switch, turn on, please. Lovely, jubbly. Cool. I still don't have the digitizer attached or anything like that, but that's a really healthy draw, man. 850 milliamps, and then if I turn it over, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a charge the other side as well. Perfect. So I get a charge that side. The other question is now, does it dock? Which I'm really, really intrigued to see. I don't know if it will because of just how much damage there was. If it does, I will be shocked, by the way. Let me pause music. If it does dock, I will be shocked. Just because of the state of everything. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I plugged it in. No, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked in the slightest that it doesn't dock. I know that that's not going to be a port issue. I've just turned it around. Okay. So we still have, after all of that, we still have the original issue, which is that it doesn't dock in a docking station. That's why they originally took this into a repair shop, because it didn't dock. I kind of feel like I have to investigate it. Oh, it's turned off. Why is it turned off? No. I don't believe it. It has to be internal. It has to be internal traces. That's the APU. That's the APU. Straight to 500. That's the APU. And just like that, the rug is pulled. I wonder if I bend the board. So watch me put pressure, ready? Still not working. The fan spin. Did you see the fan spin? The fan spin. That's so weird. Johnny, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Thank you. Let me disconnect. It's not overly hot either, so I really don't think it's overheated. I really don't think it's overheated. I will just quickly put this back. I know I don't have the game card reader attached at the moment. That straight up to 500 is not good. It's exactly the same issue as what we had at the start. No. What a roller coaster this has been, man. Yeah, straight to 500, look. Straight to 500. Push down. Oh. Gonzo. Absolutely done for. Oh, I'm so gutted. The fact that I've replaced the charging port as well because of what we had. Oh, man. And I know that the reball for the APU worked because it turned on without the pressure. I think it's internal layer damage with how bent it is, man. It's going to work now, watch. Oh, the battery's not connected. No, straight up to 500. Straight up to 500, I believe it. Test for your battery, maybe a battery problem. I don't think it is. I'll try it. I don't think it is. Man, I'm so gutted. I'm so gutted. No, exactly the same. Oh, wait. Yeah, exactly the same. No! What? That's not good, look. 78 milliamps is not good. With no battery connected, by the way. No battery connected. It's the board. It's definitely the board. And now it's not turning on again. Oh, no, it is. With the same battery. Baojinda, yo! Thank you very much for the 200, mate.
Late to the stream today.
I appreciate you.
How's the banana switch doing?
It's on, and I rebuild the APU, and it works, but it's still having like funny 5 minutes, and I don't know what to blame here is. I don't know why it's working and then all of a sudden not working, etc., etc. I don't know. Now it's not working. What on earth? Okay. Why have you stopped working? I think it's how bent it is, guys. It has to be. The board itself, maybe after I put the screws in. But here's my big caveat, right, is that I get 79 milliamps. Now it's going to work. It's so temperamental, and I think it's just because of the bend in the switch. I reckon it's going to work now. Yeah, look, it's on. You see the light down here? And the restart, it's restarted. It's on. I turn this over, it's on. It's so temperamental, and I think it is literally a case of it's not, you're not going to be able to trust this Nintendo Switch. Like, you can't trust this Nintendo Switch. I could do a bunch more work to this, but if there's internal board layer damage, which I think is the only explanation I have as to why it's just messing around as much as it is, I don't think it's worth spending any more time on it. Which is a shame, because I really thought I got it working after I rebuilt that APU. And this is what happens with repairs. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I maybe should have called it when I saw how bent the board was, but I really, really wanted to fix it for this person. And what I might do is just put it up now, put it back together now, and at least it's on. Let it charge for a little bit longer, and if they want to get any data off, they can do that. But I will advise them that it doesn't dock. I don't think we're going to be able to get it to dock. Even if we do, if it's like a faulty resistor, or I don't think it's going to be a cap, but if it's a faulty resistor, I think, or it could be a bad filter, even after we fix that, we're still going to have the same issue of this just not turning on, essentially. Yeah, bottom line also is that unfortunately, they didn't mention that that it was bent. So there's only so much that we can do. Has it been fixed? I mean, it turns on. Is it temperamental as anything? Absolutely. So yeah, I think what I'll do with this is I'm just simply going to put it back together and explain to the customer everything that's happened. They'll be able to watch the video anyway, the live streams, and we'll simply just have to call it quits, unfortunately. As much as I'd love to spend more time on this to see if I can get it working, when it comes to having something like board layer damage, it becomes very, very difficult, especially trying to isolate and find out exactly where that is, you know. So yeah, it would just be tough. It'd just be annoying. But it is what it is. I mean, we gave it a really, really, really good go, and we done what we could. Just unfortunate. Nonetheless, let me ask you this. Did you enjoy working on this Nintendo Switch, chat? It was good fun, and we got practice with the reball, so it kind of makes everything worth it, right? Practicing the reball is key. It's a key thing to do in repairs. Depending on how far it is that you actually want to go in the repair world, of course. But it was good fun. Techno, welcome, by the way. Sorry, I just saw you sneak in there. I really enjoyed it, but then I didn't have to really do anything. So basically, it's too bent. I think so, Dave. Yeah, I think so. How much longer could I spend potentially working on this Nintendo Switch when I've got other people's free repairs to do? I could spend another week on this trying to find out exactly what it is, where the issue is, but it's just not going to be worth the time. It's not going to be worth the time because I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it. So I think I send it back to the person as is. They can do what it is that they want to do with the data if they want to do that, or they can send it back as they can sell it as faulty if they want to try and reclaim some of the money. I mean, somebody's not going to pay too much for this, but even if you get like say £40 or something, at least then that'll help towards a new console, you know. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you for tuning in. I know it was a really like impromptu, random stream, but I appreciate you guys being here nonetheless. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again, as always, for the support on the stream. And broken lines, but you keep going on about it, repeating it. What's that, big bad dog? Yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your days as well. Without any physical cracks in the board, as a clue, find the fixed layer damage and bend it back to flat, only will make it worse. Yeah, exactly. If you try and bend it back, it is just going to make it absolutely 100% worse.
Bye fund.
Tad. I mean, there's no need for that, but thank you very, very much for the 500 bits. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I'll be live most probably. Again, I've got a few customer repairs. I'll probably be live tomorrow, I want to say. What is tomorrow? Tuesday. Yeah, I'll hope to be live tomorrow, and hopefully we can have a little bit better luck. But I've had a good run of free fixes. I think it's like 8 or 9 now in a row that we've been able to fix. So, and this was a bent board. There's not much that I can necessarily do with it. So I also have to go easy on myself in that regard. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Goodbye.